Legendary Homewood Field. We are ready to go. Mike Sisselberger, Luke Weirman, the two face-off men. Sisselberger's going to get called for the hold here, so we'll get crossing the PLL. 52 seconds on a change of possession, except for on a face-off. It's 32, and the Outlaws strike first in the first minute of the game. With just 5 seconds to play, you said it, it's time to get Jared Bernhardt going, and they do early.
Former Atlanta.
And after a few years playing football, he's back now playing pro lacrosse. First ever shot clock inside of 5. He'll have to take the shot. And McNaney, no problem with that one.
This is where Denver's lethal.
Quickly, but Dobson makes the save. Flag down behind the play. This team.
Turnovers have been their Achilles heel on O.
Sam King is a new piece, 9 in white. Fields hits that pass and scores. Well, that's what King brings to the table. That's his 6th assist in just a little over 3 games. The rookie out of Harvard.
King's been in.
Shooting coming into this game in his last 2, so he gets a quick one on the board. These guys are the best players on their college, certainly high school teams and college teams. Then you get to the PLL, and everybody's that good. Look at Ambler. Using Terefenko as a screen, he beats McNaney. A couple of quick ones here for Utah.
This is some high heat from Ryan Ambler. 31. Schreiber out of the box first, 26 in white.
Here's Grant Amen. McNaney sees that one all the way.
King 2 on the season.
They had to have it and got it. Young with a great move. Steered aside by Dobson. Quick shot at his feet. Dobson got just enough of it and squibbed aside. Rather, first turnover of the day against an Archers team that struggles turning the ball over. More turnovers than any other team in this league coming into this game.
Good news for them on that turnover. They're able to substitute and get in the hole and prevent any transition. That's one of. They want to play this game in the 6-on-6 today, half field, against the Denver team that wants to run.
O'Neal, what a move! Save made by Dauber. That's 4.
Fast and finish slow because of the heat, but Denver in these black uniforms.
We're going up and down this field. That's a turnover. McNaney, not a good pass. Could be trouble here, and it is. Mac O'Keefe isn't going to miss from there.
Archers can run. If you're not clean with the ball, they'll make you pay. And on a day that feels like a sauna, an absolute heat cauldron, Utah has brought their offense to the dance today, to Charm City in transition. A little dip and dunk.
Quickly after you get possession off a face-off is so key. And here it is. And this is exactly what we're talking about. Denver trying to go to the goal quickly, but it's a turnover.
Professor
Pash. Williams with the shot.
It's a crazy pass. The escape by Connor Fields, a magician. He's being hounded.
12, Amen looking to dodge.
Keep going. Hold lock. Hold on.
As the defender hung up a little bit, they cross over to the near side. Just 3 to shoot, gonna have to make this happen quickly. Fields shoots, bouncer, McNaney makes the save, inside, dangerously. It's gonna be a reset on the shot clock with O'Keefe. See his skills as a long pole with the ball in his cross. Manley gets it back, he shoots and scores! The big fella, team captain on the run, scores with the long pole.
This is Gordon.
But he is sitting on 199 career goals.
No, he's no slouch. Yeah. But the book on him is to be ready for him to throw, dimes and assists.
King scores! You could make the same argument for number 9 in white, but he finds the back of the net as well.
King was such a catalyst up in Cambridge for head coach Jerry Byrne. Watch the right now, you'd have to say, is in the running for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I was just thinking that same thing. 1 month into this season, about a third of the way. He certainly is in the top 3 or 4 in in terms of the performance of guys that really, you think about college lacrosse, you're finished with your season, especially if you're in the playoffs like a lot of these players were, and you're turning.
Better than expected day one at training camp, going at defender, so he's not afraid of the big moment.
Dana Boyle down on the field for us today. McNaney with another save. That's
trouble.
8 already. Gonna rule and they interfered with McNaney. Trying to get topside. Good job by Connor Marr, the defensive midfielder, all over him. Here's O'Neal. Coming off a pick. O'Neal's got a shorty on him right now. I'm sure 42 in black wants it back. Bernhardt. He comes upfield himself, turns corner. Flag down. Let's get the call here. Tops. O'Keefe. Schreiber up top. Schreiber gets it back. Looking inside, finds Fields cutting, but he couldn't get anything on it.
Fields changes the skip lane.
Dyson Williams over the back. Horn sounds, shot clock violation. They'll wave that off. Beautiful goal by Fields on the rebound, but it won't count. You heard the horn sound. End of the first quarter. Show you the level of talent on each team. I mean, there are only 8 teams in the PLL, so it isn't like any other professional league, the NHL, the NFL, where you've got 30-plus teams to spread the talent out. The best lacrosse. Shot clock winding down. He had to take a shot. Thompson with the save. He out. Matt Moore didn't have much as he came back upfield. Got it to Amond on the near side. Tough angle, shoots it. McNaney makes the save. Amond gets it right back, though. Williams scores from a tight angle on the far side.
This looked like it may have been a little bit of a wing mumbo, an inside-outside.
King, the rookie out of Harvard.
Been a catalyst.
Nice pass and catch. What a beautiful shot finished by Ryan Ambler after the feed from King. You can see that one developing long before he hit Ambler, running at full speed out of the box. Patterson wins the draw to himself. Hart gets it. He's got 3 to shoot. Gonna have to make something happen here quickly. Williams. Shot clock violation. No, they reset it. Kavanaugh upset with himself. Thought he had a really great shot.
Dead
right
center.
Front. Yeah.
Dead center.
Get inside. This time Dalton Young makes no mistake.
I tell you the why about that goal, Cotter, is the outside barrage, the outside pressure, the thought of Bundy and O'Neal from outside the 2 stretches the defense out. And ultimately,
Sisselberger to Bond. Nice face-off win. Behind the cage. Amen wants to swing it around. Looking for Fields in front of the cage. Got him, but couldn't quite handle the pass. Shot clock violation. Tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern, right here on ABC, it all comes down to this. Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers battling SGA and the Thunder. Coverage begins with NBA Countdown at 6 o'clock Eastern on ESPN. And then continues at 7 right here on ABC. Imagine that pace being able to continue throughout the entire game. On the run here, Bundy. Snagged by Dobson, quickly out. Woodward trying to pick it up, can't, and Bundy does a nice job going back and getting possession back to his team.
Yeah, his original shot kind of out of character. Look, Graham Bundy can rip it from the outside. He's a lethal.
Anderson pushed from behind, trying to get it back to Jack Van Overbeck. The pass goes, trying to get it back to Schreiber. He does pick it up, working on the shorty himself, so he's going to try and work his way to the goal, and does here, and he scores.
Love the clear out by Utah. Mr. Twister, sinister finish here. Watch his hand.
We have a good goal, had a hold on the play that gets wiped out, all even face off.
Watch the subtleties and the nuance in this finish, which is goal 200 for Tom Schreiber in his Hall of Fame career.
Running us off the field right now, so we have to do a better job of just hustling, getting in, and then not taking breaks when you're on the field.
You want to see more?
Booming in the San Diego area. 76 and sunny, rinse and repeat, baby, every day.
No question. That'll help. Bacino brought it into the offensive end, and Pat Cavanaugh finished it off.
Transition is the most effective offense for the Denver Outlaws this summer. Earlier, it was Mike Manley from O'Neal on a fast break, and they strike again from deep pocket, and he's able to set his feet and eye it up.
Really?
You alluded to it, but that was a #1 focal point in training camp for the Outlaws. Transition goals from defense to offense, and you won't just see Jake.
Looking to make a run here, a little mini run. That is a great pass. Dobson with the save and covers up.
Ball through X, behind or up top to the other side. Ball reversal is key in lacrosse offense.
Wisnauskas flashes, and he beats Dobson.
That's great. That's great execution, man. That's what you want to see. If you're Jeremy Baltuson, you're the OC. That's a wonderful sign. You got the guy's attention. You're in the huddle. You draw it up, and they execute.
Cavanaugh on the assist. Not very good at ornithology. O'Keefe fires it wide.
That's the play they designed.
Welcome back to the Premier Lacrosse League on ESPN, presented by Whirlpool. 7-5 our halftime score. Utah with a 2-goal lead over Denver here in Baltimore. Here in the second half, easily to himself.
2-goal margin from Utah. I thought they dominated the first half, yet they're only up by 2.
Amen. Inside. That's an easy goal. Schreiber inside. The mojo from the breakdown booth working in the first minute of this second half. Q, that was way too easy.
Denver's defense looks like they're sleepwalking out of the locker room at halftime. You go inside, it's nice and cool. They just bad double team. They just vacate Schreiber on the inside. You see all the black jerseys running to the ball carrier. It's a bad sub.
Coaches, they addressed the heat coming out of halftime. Priority was rehydration, salt tablets, Gator Light, which is just pumping them of electrolytes, ice towels. It's noticeably hot down here, and you can tell that both teams are kind of feeling the heat.
Teams are scores!
So Haas is playing in this game, and he's matched up against Brendan O'Neal, and right now he's the leading scorer in that matchup.
Turnaround right there. The lead is up to 4. Target, Utah trying to strike quickly. One extra, beautiful offense.
Oh, baby.
O'Keefe finishes it off.
This is pretty passing. He's found the net a bunch of times today, and Woodward, two-end threat, 77. Adam Marquette, man, he's got just a special handle.
Another bad pass. Weirman off the face-off draw, trying to get it to Cavanaugh. It's picked off.
Denver needs to spend some time on the wall.
On the run, Dalton shoots and scores! Well, Dalton Young's been a breath of fresh air for Denver in this game.
Second-year pro, Richmond Spider.
Weirman wins the face-off.
Idea that lacrosse meant so much.
Weirman, Cavanaugh rather, shoots. Good save by Dobson.
Lavelle
Over him. Shoots, hits the pipe.
Good take by O'Neal.
No over and back as it hit the pipe. Back into play by JT Giles Harris. They get a change of possession, so they get a free shot clock, and they score anyways. That's Bundy. Looks like they're just going to give him 1 on that shot, but Q, you were right on the money calling for 0 to let it fly.
They give him 1 here.
I think they're going to give him 2.
They should give him 2.
Yep.
He's beyond the arc, and the only person that makes contact with that, I think, is the goaltender, Dobson. Let's say 15-yard arc. He's outside of it, 90-plus miles an hour on this. Off the right thigh, hits the post, and then trickles in. That should count for 2. That's a game.
All kinds of motion in the middle of the field. Jump shot by Bernhardt. He scores! We got a one-goal game here in Baltimore.
Looks like Timmy Sudan switched up the attack unit for the Denver Outlaws, going with Bernhardt, Wisnauskas, and Pat Kavanaugh. And so Timmy told us he may play Bernhardt at attack. Well, here he is at his natural position finally. Instead of running
on the short stick, Pedersen. Kavanaugh wants to work this back up
Kavanaugh's got to win this matchup.
Got in front, Dobson with the save though. Rebound. Anderson couldn't get anything on it. Battle for the loose ball in the corner. Wisnauskas comes to lend a hand. Got 3 Outlaws out there. They eventually pick it up, but Hasek is able to get it to his goaltender.
He just swings such a heavy axe. When he makes, gonna change this matchup with a pick.
Nothing.
That was a
sloppy
bad pass.
sloppy Utah.
McNaney wants to go the other way. Take a shot at the horn. About 100 miles an hour just off target. Still of 110 degrees down there on the field today. I think you were way too dismissive of the Heat earlier, Q. 0 for 4 today on the power play, though, are the Denver Outlaws. Need to break that string right here, tie this game up if they can do it, or maybe even take the lead. And they tie it up. Bernhardt having his best game of his, to this point, very brief professional career.
Former Atlanta Falcon getting better every week, back in the mix. This is a situation he thought about sidearm right. Oh, no. Yeah, now I'll do it. You got to go out and play me. You're giving me no respect.
Denver team that held Philadelphia to 1 goal in the second half last week. I don't know what it is about these guys in the second half. Utah scored 3 goals early in that third quarter. They've been shut out ever since. Good look inside. Anderson finishes. They lead.
Playing with some juice. Getting some midfield production today. Dalton Young's had a nice day. Anderson.
Bernhardt with the assist. Now 3 goals and an assist on the day for Jared Bernhardt. The juice continues at the face-off dot. Now Kavanaugh. Opted to pass it instead inside. And Van Overbeck just couldn't quite finish it.
Sharp reaction save by Dobson. The righty off his left foot, kick save.
Desperation pass works. They actually got a look at it from Connor Fields.
Catch.
But McNaney was able to make the save. Here we go the other direction. O'Neal, when he wanted to wind it up. Shot clock at 20. Again, working on Pedersen. That one gets deflected, but O'Neal picks it up. Tough angle save made by Dobson straight up in the air. And he isn't able to pick it up. Anderson gives chase. Bernhardt.
Wow.
Man, he is on fire.
Wow. Cotter, this is really well done. First of all, Justin Anderson. Give him a hockey assist for the ground ball he earns in the corner. Then Denver subs, and that leads to the long run out by Bernhardt. Look at this. This is scary business. When a guy that fast, the guy who's just played in the NFL, is staring you down. See you later. Bye-bye.
Goes right by him. He shoots. Save made by McNaney. Now we go the other way.
Danger.
Gotta be you here. Watch slip. Inside here.
Williams, save made by McNaney. And quickly the other way. Both these teams want to get out and run. Pacino.
With trailers.
He can run for miles. There's one of the trailers. Pacino, he can shoot and does. Saved by Dobson. Key moment of this game, clearly. And Denver finds the back of the net. Pinpoint passing, Logan Wisnauskas. Grew up right around the corner from us here, played his college lacrosse in Maryland, loving being home, and continues this run for the Outlaws. 8-0 now.
Utah, 16-plus minute drought. The penalty comes back to haunt them. Utah likes to keep their structure when they're man down, killing the penalty. They're kind of in a five-man circular defensive rotation, and Wisnauskas is left all alone. When Pedersen jumps behind the net there, 80.
On the short stick, D-Mitty. Moving it quickly. Saved by McNaney. Bond holding his ground. 3 to shoot. Dobson, no problem. David waits for the substitutions to take hold, including Schreiber coming in out of the box. King to his right. He steps down and shoots. McNaney sees it all the way. Quick outlet.
Now you're in go slow mode. Watch the speed now. This is Jared Bernhardt.
He's got Bundy if he wants a pick. Instead he takes it upfield himself. Behind the shoulder, man, wow. Dobson had to make that save.
Crazy skill.
Quickly the other way. And they are.
I see Jared Bernhardt emerging as an elite player in this league. And Logan McNaney, the goaltender's made a massive difference. It's a huge win for Timmy Jourdain and the Outlaws.
2 straight, but up for us. Outlaws with a big come from behind win.